Owami umbuzo Nkosi ungokuthi njengoba ilizwe selikhangela ubunzima bokusweleka kwamagetsi siyakhangela kade siphumelele suspende 72 hour water shedding izolo so kutshengisela ukuthi sesile challenge emadamu ngale namanzi lokho amagetsi ngalo kecitsha ngizama ubani silayo njenge department ukuthi amagetsi sifaka amasola system khona le madamu so that ukuthi amanzi abe lokho eqhubeke efika ngabe edolobheni singalahlekelwa ngamanzi emadamu khona ngalo.
Umbono wakho right.
Thank you. Any issue on item 1? Madam Chair.
Siyabonga kakhulu umbono omuhle ovela kuKhansila uJabangwe emanzelela ukubana uhlupho lwamagetsi lukhanya solukhona elizweni lethu njalo solusihlasela kakhulu emadamu ethu. Sikhangelele ukuthi umbono wakhe wona lowo lathi silawo ukuthi sibone ukuthi siyazama eminye imizamo ukuthi sithole indlela ezinye zokuthi sipompe amanzi ethu ngoba okwakhathesi sipompa ngezisa njalo kuzakhamizi sithanda ukubazisa ukuthi uhlupho lwamanzi kuyangezeleleka kungayisithi babekwazi ukuthi hayi ngabezesa amagetsi wahlukumezayo angezelelayo kodwa silemizamo ethile esizamayo sincedisana lazo izakhamizi ukuthi sibone ukuthi singakwenza masinyane kuyini. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Thank you. Councillor Mo.
Okay, thank you. Chairperson we-Future Water. Umbuzo wami ukuthi uthe kule mizamo abayizamayo maybe engatshela inkundla le ukuthi yiphi imizamo abayizamayo kwenze ukuthi nxa sisha kuma-feedback meeting sitshele izakhamizi imizamo ezanywa i-Future Water. Then i-contribution yami okay so ngiyaqhubeka i-contribution yami ukuthi lapho esesiphila khona sokufuna ukuthi maybe sibe transformative, innovative, and use disruptive means ukuthi sinike abantu amanzi. Ngaphaya ukuthi singabe simelele ukwenzisa sisithi amanzi awebhongo anatheki asikwanisi ukuwasupply izakhamizi kodwa nxa bengela amanzi for ama-72 hours water shedding banatha awebhongo. So let's not use conventional ways ukuthi thina sijayele ukuthi sifuna ukwenza so. Yes, be transformative as a city, as management, as policy makers. Sinike nini abantu amanzi. Ngokuthi sibe nama-excuse amagetsi kungela amanzi izakhamizi azikuvumi khonokho. Ngiyabonga.
Sorry, so that they respond properly, Councillor. You are saying there is water we must give to people. I'm trying to get correct. Limzwe kahle Chairperson. Lizwile. All right.
Okay, Councillor uthe kule mizamo abayizamayo ukuthi yiphi imizamo abayizamayo.
Yes.
Mizamo bani? Akho ukuthi kule mizamo abayizamayo. Sofuna ukuzwisisa ukuthi imizamo bani. Yenze sikhambe setshela ama-ward esiwarepresentayo ukuthi imizamo ezanywa i-Future Water yilawo.
No, thank you. Any matters, Councillor Kit Mchuru? Sorry, Mr. Panta. Councillor Maka.
On the same item, Your Worship, I think about 7 months ago, we discussed on the same issue of plans in place on the issue of water in a case whereby we face challenges. I still recall during that time, Your Worship, that in terms of water we had no problems. Our dams were at a better situation. And in terms of what we proposed during the same meetings, Your Worship, I would like to find out from the committee how many boreholes so far have they done? Because we requested that during that same time when we had no problems in terms of issues of water, that they move as fast as possible so that when we reach a point whereby our dams are at a critical level, those sources are going to be utilized. So I need to find out from the committee so far in which wards have they managed to have those boreholes. Ngizama ukuthi besikasisele not kulawo kade ekhona amatshe, the new boreholes they have brought on board so that we can help our communities. Thank you.
I think that is key. The point that you're raising is very key. But remember, as council, it is not our policy to drill boreholes within the communities, because we don't believe that, we don't want to expose residents in drinking that water. Our policy is to provide potable water through treated water. People who drill boreholes within the city have been development partners. Then what we do is maybe to refurbish or maintain. Unless if you are saying we once proposed that now council must also have a mandate of drilling boreholes. Okay. Councillor Mabuto.
At one point in time in this council, the issue of boreholes came into place. And the response which came from this worship by day was challenging the council was that we don't want to villagize the city. But in the situation where we are, Your Worship, it's not that that borehole water will be used to drink. It can be used for other household chores, Your Worship, to try and serve the situation which is out there. So yes, for example, in Popomo we've got 40 boreholes, but there are only 3 which are functional. And when I said that these boreholes were drilled by other partners who then handed these boreholes back to council, and we expect in this crisis the city arms those boreholes to try and save the situations in our ward. Thank you.
Chairperson and the deputy chairperson, who is starting? Let's start with the alderman, the deputy chairperson. Who is the deputy chairperson of Future Ward? Alderman Rafa, Alderman Kumal. Okay.
Thank you so much, fellow councillors. It is also wise to read your minutes. Someone was asking about the number of boreholes we have. If you go through the minutes, you find the statistics. Thank you so much for containing the head is noted.
Okay. Alderman.
So on the second
Order.
on the second question, Ms. Amrowan, Esila, one, we are going sorry, but we are not doing today. The process is very long. The process is very long. We cannot say now we are having solar at our stations, but this is in the process, and we have agreed the time that we are going solar. We are going to use the energy. But we are not saying we are going to villagize Bulawayo. They saying then focus our way on board. The supply, we have the supply, to have the power is also our, as the committee, is our main concern. And yesterday, in our meeting, we even agreed that we are going to take all the system, which is being supplied by ZESA. We do it ourselves. We still have the substation, it's ours. You mustn't forget that. So, imzamu, yona leo, minenge seriously. And also your plans, also what is in your mind, present it in your committees. Then we will have power supplied to our games. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another alderman number 2. Do you want to say something?
So the intulenkwasi. Salibona ma-councillors. Mbona ngani yoshi buzukhulumile ukuthi afana idolobho silibisele emuva. Kodwa okuhle ngobulawayo ngesikhathi sokuthi abantu bahlanganisa amakhanda babe nembono. kube lo mbono omdala inkosi ungani sunyikinyeka kathesi owama-solar farms emangcwabeni ethu nemagcekeni ngale wanikwa abantu abana sebelandelelwa nkosi ukuthi bakhuthaze ukuthi bakithi kathi lathula kutheni siyakwazi ukuthi ilizwe liguqile kodwa uBulawayo lanxa yathi seguqa kasiguqeli yedwa ufose ukuguqa ngabanye abantu abaphezulu kwethu but indaba yamanzi imqoka kithi izibhorane lezi esithi zikhona sibili zikhona nkosi but ukuthi sithi sizikhiphe zonke ka1 njenge council singabe sikuthabisana amanga abadala faka imali uzabona ngoba amaphathi lawo ama-balls anti dona ngathi wile abafoti aphanda zethu wile lawa asibhorela siyacela amanye futhi lawa asifakele asiyikhiphele ibholo liyana amasipezi akhona bayachishi babe ngelawo lathi ngibone ngani nxa kungaba lokuthi sihlale sithengile yabe kuthiwa imali ikhona ekhonkutwa izintsha sihlale sithengile ama-parts sifake e-warehouse yethu nxa kuthiwa kufile laphana sikhuphe silokhuze ngabe kungcono nkosi but akunjalo ukhulumile ukhansela Moyo ukuthi sibe transformative vele ngokunye kwama-values ethu khona lokho nxa umbono ulawo ukuthi kusele lokhuya you are a councillor also khuluma uthi hayi likhuthele ukhana lapha ukukhomba iminwe ayisiyo council mumo we-council ukuthi sivuke sibone sonke ukuthi ngabe uthi hayi bakithi abadala bakhansilazi mbona ni-report engiyibalile ngayiqeda kuhla ngithi kodwa mbona lishiye lokhuyana lalokhuyana bese sikuba masikuyi-incorporate ngaphi kuripoti yanamhla le nxa siyiresolva la sabuthi le-answer ebambeka uthi hayi umbono wakhe susuthethe futhi unjani usunceda uBulawayo. Ngiyabonga worship.
Okunye bengifuna ukuthi ngikwazise indlu ukubana ama-boards ariveliwe khathesi angu-60 futhi amatsha abhota asibe lawo angu-35. Then okunye ngikukhuthazayo njengoba lingama-policy makers nxa efile nxa lingasazanga la kuya ku-committee kumbe la ku-engineering labatshela ayimelanga lizobuza lapha kumele limele abadala ukuthi balungise ngoba wona lalungisiwe yasemawadini angu-60. Yes, okunye njalo ngizakuthi ngithi khona likhumbule futhi ukuthi likhalele ukuthi sifake amabholo abe maningi, likhumbule i-revenue collection. iBulawayo siphila ngokuthi sithola sithengisa amanzi. Ngiyabonga.
But Madam Chair, when the policy makers come here and raise issues that concerns them in their awards, especially from your committee, you can't refer them. We can't do that. Councillor Mlilo and Itemban.
ukuthi ngizolapha kuphakona emini sithi amanzi amabhozi awanathwa. Sizama ukuqondisa ukuthi amanzi amabhozi anathwa ayabhoyilwa ukusunatha ngoba nxa siphumisa injalo seleyizwa phansi ngayo ukuthi amanzi amabhozi awanatha sizaba le-big problem sonke nje singamakhansela. Kuze kuthina kube yinto esihamba siye-encourage siyetshela amalezithu ukuthi amanzi first boil those amanzi onanathi then ukusunatha ngoba nxa lapha singabanathi wayemakhasi bangasuka sibotoza sinapha nxa sisethawuni sisithaza lethe lapha sizawuphinde kukhona ukulungile ukuthi omunye ukhansili imember yekomiti nithe kusembhekise ngaphezulu ngengamadlanghansi angiyibonanga siyabonga ngokuthi epheseni sekhulumile ukuthi ama-boards mangakamatsha ngomlomo but sicela ukuthi next time kufake right sibone
I-underground water yalapha edorobheni it's different from emakhaya. Lapha phansi kulama chemical. No, I'm just saying. Okay. No, I'm just saying. I have to compare izikotsho zekhaya lezalapha. Amanzi aphansi ayehlukene. Alapha there is lot of industry enzakalayo, there is sewer. So alapha they are very dangerous. Hence we encourage people to boil the water, but our priority is not to drink. That water is for other.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Worship. These doctors have been
Thank you, Your Worship. The first mistake that we are doing is to ask questions to the wrong committee. I don't know why we are really doing that. There is a chairman who engineering, and there is a committee for that. Please, let's remember where to ask. Which committee to ask this question. Number two, Your Worship, njengoba sivumile ukuthi sikudiscuss. I want to implore on ZESA and the government to please maybe spare us when they are not shedding. Water is critical for everyone, and one would expect that when they are not shedding, they will spare our dams, spare our treatment works, because we all want water. That's my first point. My second point, Your Worship, is that as a city we must come up with measures. Yes, ZESA is going to continue not shedding us, but like the other councillor asked, what is our plan? Maybe we should also start by maybe buying more Bowsers. Because we have to have a plan. For the whole week, what are we thinking around that? Maybe we need Bowsers. Maybe we need those balls. In one meeting, I actually suggested, as a city, I think let's buy ball. As a city. I know very much, I know, Your Worship, you have said that that's not our prime mandate. But sizageza ngawo amanzi nalawana weball. I need the ball what for. I think it's the only word that does not have a ball. Please, I need that ball. Abantu bazawasebenzisa ukuflasha ama-toilets, ukuwatsha, ukugeza izimota, ukuthelela even engadi. We need, I don't know how much cost, in terms of cost, that rigor, or we need that. And Your Worship, I think I've exhausted, but just to say, let's always, I think I'm going to be the last one in this talk. Because anyone who will speak after I've said, we are talking in the wrong committee.
Talking about solars, because what is the mandate of this committee is to just find water. Yes. And then there is the next committee, which is the engineering, which now must deal with the issues of pumping that water. Councillor Spand.
Thank you, Your Worship. It's clear that the water. I wanted to encourage and educate and to encourage the water committee to educate and encourage our residents on methods of water harvesting. That can go a long way in alleviating some of the water challenges that we are experiencing in this.
Councillor, item one, Councillor Mabuto. Item one. Item. Okay. Item 1, Councillor. Item 1, Councillor Batirai. So we have exhausted item. We have exhausted item 1. Item 5, Councillor Maguto.
Thank you very much, Your Worship, on the water conservative strategies which are outlined in the report. However, I must state something referring to what our learned colleague Councillor Chama said here. That we are attacking the wrong committee. I can recall very well in one council here in this chamber, Worship, we did say and we did ask, what are the terms and the reference of the future waters? Because they tend to report engineering matters. And we hope by now that could have been corrected. Is it necessary to have this committee, or we should only have the engineering committee, so that we don't do redundancy here or repetition? Thank you.
You will find that this is the only city that has got this committee. This committee was set up to hunt for future water bodies. Their main business is to hunt for what? For water, future water bodies. So this is why we had it here. But it's necessary, maybe the issue of reporting structure and making a report for it needs a relook. Councillor Batirai, which item do you want to speak to?
Also for the House on issues to discuss, especially when we are dealing with future water committee. And also, it's good for the councillors to understand the terms they use. Like we can't raise in this house and say the water problem is here to stay. This community come up with ways to seize this problem.
Thank you so much, Your Worship. I want to very defend the Worship in the sense that I just want to thank the committee personally on trying to look for future water sources. We've been to Bulawayo and the entire country. That is plausible. What the committee working with the government are doing, that's brilliant work. And this committee is very, very important for Bulawayo because of our situation here. Let's continue to encourage the committee to work, but let's also not overload the committee with other issues which are engineering in nature. Like on top of solar, we have issues around solar. Our kings have been given solar by our partners, nothing has been done by engineering, but they tend to move to future water, which is not fair. Future water is doing a brilliant job. Thank you so much.
What are we saying about the report? Annex B, being the report of Health, Housing and Education Committee. Who is moving the report?
Thank you, Your Worship.
Councillor Mlilo.
I move that the report of the Health, Housing and Education Committee meeting held on the 8th November 2022 as submitted be received and the various recommendations contained therein be adopted.
Any seconder? Seconded by Councillor Msipa. Any issues? Councillor Dube, Councillor Batirai. We start with Councillor Dube.
Item 2.
Item 2. Item 1, Batirai.
Item 1.
Okay. Item 1, Councillor Spati. We'll start with Councillor Batirai.
Thank you, Worship. I'm surprised at the number of registered restaurants or food outlets in the month of October. Why list?
You are talking to yourself.
I'm surprised by the number of registered outlets in restaurants. On our last council meeting, I raised the issue of cholera outbreak, which we face if we keep on watching unregistered restaurants operating in the city. I even give an example of one big restaurant in town, which is not registered, and to my surprise, I'm going to receive it. So please, let's avoid this time before it reaches another level.
Thank you, Councillor Batara. Councillor Dube.
Ngicela ukuthi ngithi ku committee bakithi illegal vending phakathi komuzi wobulawayo ingathi kayicaca ukuthi hamba njani. Akula minye imizamo yini engayenziwa sibili kuma legal vending nalawa akhona esiwabonayo ukuthi abantu behlaliswe ngendlela ngoba ukusuke kungahambi kuhle Nkosi ukuthi sizakhamizi zokubulawayo kwesinye
isikhathi committee kaTimo.
ayikhona khona Nkosi okusuka kumangalisa izakhamizi zokubulawayo ukuthi ebuhlaliseni bethu abantu bakhona abahlala santana bephinde ngemva kwalokho bebe begidi bethi sifuna ukuhlala nenkani siyicheche thize manje ubulawayo uzahamba njani ukuthi omunye icheche lenye sokumele ibizwe phambili lapha esidolo ukuthi ithola imvume yokuthengisa lebehlala ongekho emthethweni kubulawayo sikwazi ukuthi ubulawayo useva abantu bonke ngendlela efanayo ama-vendors kumele iphathwe ngendlela efanayo akula special ukuthi laba nxa Nkosi kungavunyalwa khona kokubulawayo kwenzakale sibona ngathi angeke kulungele lutho kuma-vendors akubulawayo kuyabe sokungazani sese-BF lapho kule mfankweni nesewethu okuyabe kuyikho okungafunakaliyo kokubulawayo kumele ukuthi ama-vendors akubulawayo ephathwe ngendlela efananayo bonke beyizakhamizi zokubulawayo. Ngiyabonga Nkosi.
Thank you, Councillor Dube. Councillor Sibanda, Councillor Alderman, and then Councillor Mavuto.
Thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, I want to be concerned that our city tends to get filthy, dirty during the festive and after the festive season. So I wanted to find out from the committee what measures have they put in place to try and mitigate such filthiness soon after the festive season. Thank you.
Alderman.
We have a committee. I wonder, Your Worship, is this committee still existing? Ukungola semashopi lapha kumbe sebayekela uku-inspector kuma-shopping centers esilapha. Ngicela nje i-committee isichasisele ukuthi basakhona basayenza khona ukuba bekwenza yini thina sisangena lapha kokubulawayo i-cleanliness city.
Ivela nga.
Ama-shopping centers ethu Your Worship sibala yes lapha e-city center kodwa kuma-shopping centers akusahambi. Sicela i-committee kumbe maybe bavakatshela ama-shopping centers esilawo lapha bebona maybe bangangezelela ama-inspectors kumbe bayashota kumbe izimoto ezishotayo. Sicela i-committee sichasisele lapho ukuthi what is happening.
That's true. Visit Pumla East Shopping Centers. I want to go in Jani. Councillor Mavuto.
Thank you, Worship. I've got a direct confrontation to committee.
We don't want confrontation. I want to comment on questions.
I'm not going to be polite like what Councillor Williams about it. I will say as it is, people must accept the truth in its good act as worship. The issue of Avenue. It is an eyesore. And we can't have a political party.
Councillor, I think the 5th Avenue issue.
Of course.
Manapet.
What horses, of course. I got a platform. You gave me this platform to air my views, then comment after.
All right. Even if you are saying wrong things. Even if you are saying wrong things.
The issue of 5th Avenue. 5th Avenue is an eyesore. And when we look at the quality city standards, honestly, Your Worship, even if you take an investor along 5th Avenue, you would board the first plane tomorrow morning, going back. We have a political party, not a church councillor, it's a political party. It was very polite. We have got a political party which has taken law into its own hands, Your Worship. We have a political party which is collecting money from vendors daily. Yet it is the responsibility of a local authority to be getting that money. It is happening in 5th Avenue. My plea is that, Your Worship, my plea is that this council, Your Worship, engages the resident minister of this metropolitan province to try and deal with the 5th Avenue issue, Your Worship. It is actually disheartening, and I'm speaking this with the heavy heart. That is not what we expect in a well-run and organized city, Your Worship. I thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Mamoto, you are very smart today. But the advice from a learned colleague, Councillor Chikora, we must contribute these things in the committees that deals with that. What this committee deals with, if those people are on 5th Avenue and are not littering the city or littering the city, these ones are dealing with the littering and anti-littering. The issue of being recycling or doing whatever, it's in the Townlands Committee. And I think if you read your report, if you read the Townlands Committee, there is a report on that. This is why I wanted to say, let's talk about this in the report where responding to what the chairman of Townlands is going to present in this house. Councillor Maka.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm a member of the committee, and I'd like to respond to a few issues which have been raised. Yes, I understand there have been mixed questions, some belonging to this committee, some for the other committee. Of course, as a committee, we are much worried in terms of the litter which is happening. But we have put in place so many measures. I think you have seen for yourself the way how we have been moving in terms of trying to make sure that we get rid of all the garbage around our city. Truly speaking, yes, there is also litter happening in 5th Avenue. And we don't need to hide, Your Worship, that I can call that your city is under siege. Yes. Your Worship, because of the same people, the people who will be wearing regalia of this other party, you can't mention, but if you go to 5th Avenue, you will see by yourself, this city is under siege because of that party. And we have been trying as policymakers to make sure that our city becomes the best city in terms of cleanliness. But through the population which is happening within those areas and the garbage, those people in terms of trying to make sure that if they could have been cleaning their area, could have been saying maybe we could have been trying to say let's come up with some measures to accommodate them, but with the way how they are doing and litter in that area, Your Worship, we are much worried. As much as we might try to engage the force, I think they've become reluctant. They are also maybe under siege. Your Worship, I would like to say this, as Bulawayo City, as city fathers, we have tried our best. And so far, so good. In terms of cleanliness, we have done the best. But it is due to this party, Your Worship. If you can intervene, if you have got those powers, to try to make sure that you engage the minister so that they put them to order, so that our Bulawayo can come to order. Your worship, we much appreciate that. Thank you.
Item. Kuruma masina. Kurum.
Thank you, Your Worship. Unlike my fellow councillors who were saying that other part, let's remind Zalpre that this city is not a shake, it's not their shake. So we will not allow them to just share base in the street, which is not allowed to share base. One, we have to engage the police. Two, the police must be forced to enforce the law. And engaging the minister, that's not the job of the minister. Some people must leave that street.
I just want to respond to what Councillor Spanda asked. We have made an arrangement with our community trackers. You see these trackers that are collecting refuse in suburban areas. So we are those community trucks that are in collecting refuse in Emalogichin, they are coming. They will be in the CPT during the festive season, so that we try and manage a generation of litter that is in town. And also let's just appreciate the leadership of the committee, what it has done, especially night shift refuse collection. We have seen it doing smoothly, but now in turn, we are now having a challenge that I think the engineering and the finance can address. We need more vehicles, we need space, we need to retool our workshops so that, because this truck that will be collecting refuse during the night is the same truck that community truckers the following day will be waiting for in Kwabaland. So you know what it means. Otherwise, what are we saying? Now we are moving to the report of the Environmental Management and Engineering Services Committee. We will ask the chairman of the committee, Alderman S. Kumalo, to give us the report.
I move that the report of the Engineering Management, Environmental Management and Engineering Services Committee meeting held on the 14th of November 2022 as submitted be received and the various recommendations contained therein be adopted.
Any seconder? Seconded. Any issues? Councillor Maka and Councillor Msipa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'd like to speak on item 3, Your Worship.
Yes.
I think it's clear to everyone in this house that the state of our roads, specifically in the CBD, they are so worse. Your Worship, I believe the time we brought in the issue of parking, Your Worship, we brought it so that it can answer the question of the road within our CBD. Your Worship, we would like to ask the committee, if possible, if I can bring in proposals, Your Worship, so that we start to see the fruits of the little money which have come in from the parking, Your Worship, working, as we understand, through the finance committee, we are having reports that we are receiving something, Your Worship. And if that something, that little something, can start working on our roads within the CBD, so that people can see that those dollars which they are paying in our packing, your worship, it's working, it starts working in our roads. If we can't, your worship, I will propose to say, let us not collect that money and make sure that parking, that same parking company can bring in on board other players which can start making sure that our roads are clean. Or that same company can try to make sure that those construction companies which it can bring on can start making sure that our roads are now being photo-paged, tarred. Your worship, it is very worrisome if you go to 3rd Avenue. It is very worrisome, your worship, with the amount which is being said in our finance report that we have received, we haven't done anything. What is stopping us from making sure that these potholes within our city have been patched? What is stopping us from moving, your worship, to implement the issue of trying to make sure that our roads within the city are being covered with tar? Your worship, I'm much worried because we need to start to move right now with that little which we have. If we can try to make sure that we maximize with the minimum which we have, I think it will be okay. The state of roads in our city is very worrisome, your worship. But I believe there are companies which are ready, your worship, if possible, if we can engage them with that little to say, we will pay you in that US dollar which we are receiving, giving us time. Definitely they will be happy to be part and parcel and contribute to the issue of roadworks within our city, your worship. As the committee, please, can you tell us where are we in terms of trying to make sure that our roads within the city are being solved?
I think you saw the two chairpersons were approaching here. We were supposed to hold this great indaba yesterday, where the finance and engineering committees were supposed to meet and deliberately discuss specifically on measures to deal with this road problem that we are facing. So I'm reliably informed that since you are here, most of you, that were very busy yesterday and will be busy tomorrow. We will have our lunch meeting, the combined committees, while others are having lunch somewhere, and then we'll go to members of the Finance and Engineering Committee. After this meeting, let's go straight to the committee room and get our food, go to the committee room and do our combined Finance and Engineering meeting to discuss this road issue. Until we are together. Thank you. I think the chairpersons agreed. Councillor Mabuto.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. I like the way you are chairing the meeting today. Because it was Your Worship, I thought that we have passed through the issue of induction, and that by now most of our colleagues are aware of what is expected from them. The question I have here is that, do they really read these minutes? Because these minutes were served on Sunday for them to scrutinize and then come and make sound contributions. This is not a kindergarten. It's a council chamber. It is very clear on the report, Worship, what my colleague here, Councillor Maka, said. It is written, the acting director of engineering services reported on 14 November as follows. Maybe he allowed you the following table, it is a card and the table director it. It is a organizational, this is the key statement I need to capture. It is organizational cash flow constraints adversely affect the department's requirements. And the requirements for road repairs, plant and equipment spare parts during the month of October. I also state, Your Worship, that we're in the rain season, right? And we have to be properly timed. to do this. We have already started doing it, but we can't say, when you know that the sky is like this, then you go and patch. When the rains fall, then it goes away. So we capitalize on those dry periods, you see, and try to want to do the patching. But I'm looking forward to this joint and this engineering and the finance committee, where most of the issues of parking, where is the man of parking going? We also have questions, because you see the finance committee. We also have questions, where is that going? Are you giving engineering the money? So those questions will be asked in the committee. Thank you very much, Worship. Yes.
It's not fair for engineering committee to start mentioning the issue of rainy season. For the past 2 weeks, we have not received a drop of rain. We only received it, I think, yesterday. So we've been having a very hot and a very dry period. I think it has been the hottest period this year. No, thank you. I did not say respond.
Of our and also as the caliber of people who give our contracts. My own capital to them to change Lana, which are 1 year or then second contribution. I want to elaborate on my suggestion which is now contract TTI. Maybe it's client based something, maybe it's city contract here. So that it is a factor for the balance that would be better because these are because so as spend the professional, I mentioned as being transformative, very innovative, use disruptive measures. So I just process TTI contract which is it makes sense to them. They will live by in. They want to set up. Thank you.
Congratulations for your graduation. So you can now tell that the gentleman was kept the way he thinks. Councillor Batirai.
Thank you, Worship. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to remind my fellow councillors. What we will not do is to give the parking company in this road maintenance issue. Like what Councillor Maka is raised. Thank you. No, we will not do that. We will not do
that. No. I think Councillor Batirai is misancing what the councillors are raising. You are not, they will explain to you outside the meeting, but you are not getting what they are saying. Councillor Chikor.
Our roads are in a bad state. Everyone can see that. Where should we be getting money to do our roads? We are supposed to be getting it from devolution funds, from Zinara, and TTI is only a revenue stream. A revenue stream is full, twice full done. Esincane esithela kusabe kumbe kulundi kumbe kuThokwe Mkhosi, those big rivers. Why are we not talking about Zinara? Why are we not talking about these big rivers that are supposed to give us money? Where is, in one meeting I actually said, how many cars are in Bulawayo? Do we know as a city? If there are 1 million, how much are these cars paying every quarter to Zinara? What does Zinara Act say? 1 million times, I think a license Kates is about 40,000 RTGs. If you are renewing, I think roughly 35 to 40 kunam. Times 1 million cars. I'm just giving you as an example. How much is Bulawayo supposed to get? Do we have those facts? If we don't have, then let's go and look for those facts and demand, and also read this another activity. It yona kumele sizuze how much? Lazibona imethi. Nxa singela methi zona lezo ngono sizithulele. Ngoba siyayekela imali izihambela nje. Imali ehamba ngenyawo izihambela. Let's have those figures. A department that is supposed to give us those figures, please give us those figures. We can just find out Bulawayo how many cars, how much is going to Zinara per quarter, how much are we supposed to, because maybe 90% of what Zinara should be collecting should go back to our cities, our local authorities for the purpose of maintaining Imkwako. If I remember very well, it talks about there is a percentage. But what I think, Your Worship, is happening is actually the table is turned the other way. Zinara is using 90% for their own and giving local authorities 10%. I'm just giving you those two comparisons. So we need that information, Your Worship. Devolution Fund also. Contractors, the contractors that we are talking about, they are failing us. Who is giving us contractors and allow? Who did that road? Who is it Councillor Spanda who was talking about that? 29th Avenue, 23rd, sorry. 23rd Ingucheniro. Who did that? Who did Injube? Who did that road that was in the video that went viral? Who did that? Let's mention those companies, pronounce them loudly, because those contractors were never issued by us as council. Who was supervising them? Who pocketed what? If we try to think along those lines, having facts, our questions maybe will be answered. So it's not fair to say it's food lana, say it dam. It's not possible. I'm just saying let's not expect much from UTTI, the parking people. It's food lana, but companies and allow. I think if you go to finance report, it will give you how much from February to October, how much has been collected from parking. And surely to expect only 80,000 US to have been answering all our problems, Councillor Maka, I think we will not be fair to ourselves. Thank you, Your Worship. Let's answer those questions. Every 4 months, thank you.
Item 6. All right. Chairman.
Okay. Your Worship, mbona ngani ama-councillors are complaining ngokuthi indlela zimbi. Bacomplain ukuthi source yemali esiyithola kuBulawayo ayihlambulukanga Nkosi.
What do you mean?
Ngoba angithi imali esiyithola, indlela esiyithola ngayo imali Nkosi engcenye iyo yenza engineering ngani yehle ukunika inye ngendlela ofanele inyeke ngayo. Ngananzela ukuthi uCouncillor Sigolophosa waqeda almost everything. ngoba izinara sibila njo ngokunye ofana ngathi ukusinika imali othi silungise indlela but ngizakhuluma ngemali futhi khona ngaso committee yemali leyo into ehluphayo ngoba izinara 5 iseni nawuthi kudala kwakuthiwa abawubhadala lapho izimota zabo la sithathwa ipercentage kwelokuyana silungisa indlela sasingela problem but uhulumende wahuquluza yonke into nkosi wafaka ibhodi kwakuloyizi othiwa izinara osongenele endleleni zethu ngapha nangu ugovernment sebuyile futhi kathesi nge-presidential something kule ERRP wathi P1 waliwa yi-P2 khonokho kuzindlela ngokuthiwa sanika ama-contract ngale nguhulumente lina khangelani pha ikonto kwenzakalani nkosi indlela elungisa kangcono kuphela nkosi engafanga kakhulu akuvula efendaweni mbijana uma siye phambili kale emakhandeni iye ngcono kuphela konke abalungise khona lapha akuthokozisi inkosi ama-contract kahulumende lawo mbone ngani okuhle kumele ukukhulunywe okubi ukukhulunywe njalo indaba yemali omele ibe koBulawayo i-allocation ofanele sizikhulumele ngayo thina isiplaneni ngayo thina nje nge-devolution inkosi manje kuyile sibongo nasi uyakithi ithi lungisani lokhuya nasacabani ugovernment sesimicromanager thina njenge-council so asela madoda sisebenze ukuthi nxa utshelwa wathi sebenza lokhuya thina okwesifuna usebenzayo ke ku-priority yethu ikuphi singasizane simnike iprogram yakhona yathi siyakubona lokho kodwa for popularity purposes asenzeni lokhuya angithene ngiyipopularity ngiyayifuna kayisithi thina sikhona apha koba ukuthi njani sihlala khona la yena uhlala khona le kodwa khona ufuna kithi lapha ebantwini bakhe akabe sekukhohlwa ukuthi lathi sinjani siyakubona ukuthi uganga kukhona inkosi kunini sacela ama-grants e-government ukuthi ake nisiphe phela i-grant ihulumende silungisa into ezishisa koBulawayo lapha awubuza azonjala senti ubuya le reason yokuthini hayi lokhu ngizakulungisa mina enika obani abahlala ngaphi kuliphi icele kwelizwe nkosi kubuhlungu kithi sila ikhampani yethu umuntu wekhampani yethu olapha oncedisa kakhulu nxa kuthiwani kufuneka ithara ikhampani khona iyodwa koBulawayo khonapha ufuna ngemali yamazweni la esingayibambiyo thina sithatha imali yelizweni leli sithathe ezakhamizini singazama usenza amaplans othi sizuze imali ngaphandle kwethu sithenge ukuthi izijwele ezi kuthiwa lina lathi sibuyele emva sithone njengofuthe ekhepezini lethu nkosi sithwele nzima ngohulumende wethu okumele asicomfort asifudumalise yena usizisa ubuhlungu nxa unje sokade sikhuluma sonkosi ukuthi izindlela zimbi lawo bayakubona kodwa nxa abahamba khona bona indlela khona bayabe kusaziwa 2-3 weeks before uzahamba lapha babe bafika belungise beclean indlela khona bahambe baqeda abakwenzayo isali singcono ngendlela leya so siyacela ukuthi ngabe kuyenza ukuthi upresident ngabe ubuya every week koBulawayo ahambe ngaphana ku-30 ukuqakathisa ngifisa ukuthi ahambe ingxenye 2-3 days endlini yakhe ngale engxenye indlela ngaba right ade futhi iviki futhi engiyabuye izolala futhi iviki aye kwenye indlela futhi ingela ingalunga njalo ngokhaya ngani kulungiswa kuhle nxa yena upresident ezahamba khona lapho nxa engahambanga khonapho nkosi akulungi lutho ngoba imali yakhona ngeyabo ayisiwe yethu so i-allocation yakho ninikwa nxa sokule reason nkosi sokule nto ekhangelelweyo ngixolise laba abokhethwa next year kungcono kathesi ma-councillors kusahambeka kusagxobeka sisiyefika uJanuary sure lizalibona udubo ngithe ngilitshele likwazi khona lokho okuphekwayo kunengi and okuphekwayo asikofeva umuntu wakoBulawayo wena othumela abantu uzabona umuntu ofuna ukuba nguwe eselemali enengodlula ukuthi elungiswe ibhadi yakho ngiyabonga nkosi kubuhlungu okukhona koBulawayo iqiniso alivikwa kuthi inkulumo ayifetshwa okubi engineering ibambe insika yokaBulawayo yonke emanzini khona kumele wabisa amanzi kuwe nangu uzeso wakhatha angithi yanti sibona ukuthi uzeso uqumile ngale even i-dedicated line yethu layo ayilalutho so kuthiwa yamanzi leyo wafuna ukunatha sibili angithi so ngesoqunywe ngale lawa manzi athithiwe lawa besekhona lawa hayi lizanatha kodwa ayaphela azafaka azabuya ngathi sebuya kuzolungiswa kuhle azolungiswa njani njengokhathwe ngale yikho sikhulume ngokuthi amasola siyafuna la but isabla ukuthi government sincede phela lapha kule nto yabo lela kuthiwa ibhodi kuthiwa izida layo lela kuthiwa i-approve la ama-projects anjani anganalo hlonzi kodwa baku-approve phela wethu ucelayo thina kanti indaba kanti uBulawayo nganyeni ukhayelela phansi kulezinye indawo ngiyakhala nkosi xa kuthiwa ngimbona upresident lami ngambona ngoba uBulawayo uthwele nzima kathesi ngento yakhona le izakhamizi zasithetha nsuku zonke ngendlela nsuku zonke ngamanzi nsuku zonke ngamagetsi kodwa ubuntu bethu buthini faka imali uzabona sikuncede njengoBulawayo ngiyabonga nkosi
is that as engineering committee you are also responsible in protecting what we have, those roads. I think we are doing less, Chairman, in protecting the roads infrastructure. Ungahamba kukhona athi lo hebet depo lapha. Kulabantu laba who are doing tire mending and what. You go there, the number of heavy vehicles that are there, reversing there, going forward, doing whatever on our road, which is the konoko kuncane okuseleyo sebehle bekuqedisa. Same applies to laba abantu eliphongo bayekela behamba begebhagebha lapha besithi bafaka ama-cables. I think ngana sibalandeli ngokugcweleyo ukuze imigwaqo yethu ivikeleke. Khonoko kuncinyane esilakho bengakukhukhuzi bona babayekho abahamba bekhipha amathara yethu besithi bafaka amatsha. Kumele singani siyanjani siyakulondoloza. So I think Chairman Doko, you can take care of that as a comment. Ultimately Lubimbi and then Mama Msip.
For how long is the president which are in a that's very choices several times kodwa babuyela uthumela omunye akutshela about it wena nawo umuntu akadala lapho sekhona abafuna ukuba nawo wena umthumezele umuntu wakhe lendaba bafuna
singakhalaza ngibekulemva ngoba ukubana sicela ibhawuzi libulela lo ngesikhathi ngoba izakhamuzi zalo zingalamali njengakade siphakathi kweshishini bese nandela futhi laphana nkosi angithi ngizwe uchairperson ekhuluma ukuthi amanzi ebhola lawayo awanayo so izakhamizi lapha zingaswela amanzi nkosi zicina sesihamba sesakha kumabholo ngoba sezinatha amanzi lana angaqondana bese ngithi inkosi sinanzele futhi ukuthi kwezinye indawo anti amabholo lawa awakho phela njengamele uveve bakithi siyintandane
manje banatha ngaphi ibholo ngelayo
so ngicela ukuthi bakithi singathi nanku kulemva bakithi la ibhawuza ibuye ngesikhathi ngoba kulokunzima shema afuna ukukhuluma amanga bese ngisiba lesicelo nkosi ukubana angithi siyakukhisimusi la kulabo muthi nkosi ngamalanga amabili athakazelelwa izakhamizi sengicela ukubana nkosi amalanga la amabili bakithi izakhamuzi lazo zike zingani zinatha amanzi fresh water njengoba njengomalanga anguthuki kuphela akhona ukunathelana amanzi aseke walala anti amalanga anguthuka ikhisimzeliwe ngamalanga angani matsha nje kuzakhamuzi nje kudlako sijabule zingathwali impondo phela sesiyadinga amanzi ngani Kaya ungasela mehluku namhlanje ikhisimusi
kumbe New Year. Ngoba babejabule phela kudla ubejabule phela benathi amanzi isicelo sami Nkosi ukubana nje sivulelwe nje ngekhisimusi la ngomnyaka omutsha kube lo mehluko phakathi kwamalanga wonke lawo. Ngiyacela Nkosi khonapho ngani kungaba njalo beqala isikhulumisa labo omanjinela Nkosi ngoba umnyaka wonke sesicela Nkosi uzozothiwa hayi ipipe nje kusifuka qamuka kwabanje. Isicelo sami Nkosi ngiyabonga.
Sicela on behalf of the engineering committee like lisithumele abafana benu abe-electrical behambe emakliniki be-connect amasola lana esaphiwayo ngoba amanye sezetshontsha enganjani engakasebenzi emakliniki ethu kumnyama. Siyakucela chairman ukwenzela ukuthi njengoba usizwe iKariba isiphela amanzi, so iKariba ingaphela amanzi will have no electricity in our clinics that we do have those solars. So please chairman lapha haya sombuzo aso-comment isicelo. Siyabonga chairman, hayi ungakuphenduli lokho. Phendula okunye.
Ngizwile izikhalazo nantebe udirector uzwile la. Kodwa nxa udokotela engasinikanga ukuthi hambani laphana lalaphana sihamba njani. Kodwa hayi bazwile bakhona bobabili. Then amabhawuza request bakithi kubhaliwe mama phansi laphana ukuthi amabhawuza akhona asebenza omabili koBulawayo. Uzacela kathesi wena ngisho uthi ufuna amanzi ukulemfa. Kanti vele abantu bacela izolo before wena. Angithi kunzima imfa yimfa mama. Lapho kuqaswe khona ilayini yakho nafanele usatisfy yonke. Ngeke sithi wena ngothi usukhale kakhulu bese siyeqila indiyana yabanye ababhujeleyo njengawe. Sorry ngalokho mama. Kodwa siyazama sibaphoza akhona siyabisa amanzi. Bese yebo Nkosi.
Bawuza ihamba ku funeral in an area that is shaded. If there is water in your area.
Inyakhona phana Nkosi belandela khona kathesi. Ukuthi bacela amanzi kwamalanga amabili Nkosi. Yazi ukuthi plan ngenjalo bhenga abantu abangani asisuthiseka kuhle emakhanda Nkosi. Sorry kakhulume kubi.
With brother.
Thina njenge-engineering committee esikufisayo ukuthi abantu babe lamanzi nsuku zonke. Isifiso sethu bakithi ukuthi amanzi angashedwa. Kodwa ngendlela ezingakuthi ungaphezulu kwethu ngeke sikukwanisa ukuthi singashedi. Esikufisayo ukuthi ngabe sorry ungene ngani government namhlanje ngo-government bakithi ukuthi ngabe amagetsi bangabhadala bona abaoperate khona emazweni eZambia le-South Africa amanzi amagetsi abuye ngale bangacishi ngale Nkosi vese anika amanzi waya ngamadamu ku-right. Asifisi ukuthi umuntu avalelwe amanzi. That's why sathi thina kuplan yakho ube lempompi endlini ovula khona. Xa impompi ingasabisa amanzi kuba buhlungu kithi njalo kuba buhlungu esikhwameni sikakhansili. So bakithi ubunzima abukho kithi kuphela, ubunzima ingcenye laphezulu kona ngale abalemali enenkudlathi abathatha imali yethu yibo fa babisa imali yethu isisebenze ngendlela esifuna ngayo. Hayi liyama connections kwaseclinic hayi sibone amasola zindawo seshotile. Kuyezwakala. Then utho izimota lezi ezinzima Nkosi ezingena koBulawayo. Ngomthetho vela kumele ngasingene koBulawayo. Imoto ezithwala into ezinzima lezi. Ama-evitax bayavunyelwa koBulawayo ibhayilo ikhona esho njalo. Kodwa phela siphinde sikhumbule futhi nxa umthetho ukhona usufuna umuntu ozawusebenza umthetho wangikhona ukuthi ubambeke kuhle. Asilamandla okubopha singaklemba amaklembe ethu mancane ezimoteni lezi. Yahambe ukuchaya kwa kuphele ihambile lakho. Sesiluzile iklempu liyana sokubhala ireport othi iklempu yengapho namuntu obopha imota le. So Nkosi sesicela ukuthi uGovernment asinika amandla okubopha kuphela. Sizabalungisa. Bazaphela kuphela ngasizila amandla okubopha. Laba abagebha indlela zethu icondition yabikhona Nkosi laba abatrentshayo laba abafaka ama-optic fiber lasifa sihambe ngomumo. Into yavela khutha ngabantu abaplana ukulawa kudala uthi wawufake vele ngathi abagebha amatrentsha kudala nje bavala ukuthi ofuna ufake ipayipi yakhe phansi ayihlome ipayipi esikhalensens yakhe kwakhuthakala kudala lokhuyana esesikwenza kathesi ukuthi nje hayi sokukhona nxa ukhona kuye lapha esikolo esitolo sana kepha ufake lapha kodwa urame okungaka utheli ithare engaka kufukele kube njalo manje kungani Nkosi ukhulumende futhi uyangenela ukuthi sikhatshe obani nini njani ngoba abantu bethu balutshwane abasebenza into zona lezo ukuthi bambe belandelela ama-contract yonke lana nje balutshwane ngeke ngacela nje ukuthi ngabe kuyenza sikhatshe umuntu othiwa ngu-project manager kungabe ku-director khani into lezi Nkosi obhoda le ndawo lezi zama-project zonke akhona kobulawayo kungasisiza kakhulu into ngokhuya ngoba udirector khani ezinye izinto e-roads ngale wamanzi ngale oyijaring ngale wamagetsi ngale kodwa ukhangela ama-project la ngubani othunywe gijima lapha gijima bona lo muntu ngakho lona Nkosi so nxa singadinga sibe lo project manager kobulawayo lapha engxenye onye kunganyikinyeko okunye singasola kodwa indlela yokuthi nxa imoto isethele ithara kuyana ntsho bese kusiba ligodi emva kwesikhathi ingabe kwi-compaction ayiboniyo ukuthi bacompact right yini ngoba nto ezindlini bakho ba-check abe-housing labantu but laba bendlela abe-roads laba Nkosi ingeke imishina khona ukuteste ukuthi batheste njani ukuthi ucompact right ababona ukuthi arame ngeramanyana kodwa zabi igonyethi akuhambelani siyacela ukuthi sinike imvumo ngohulumende ukuthi amandla ethu aku-devolution le mali zethu zonke ezingena kobulawayo zibe ngezethu siziplanele thina kunto asiplanele yena ngiyabonga Nkosi.
Thank you. What are we saying, councillors? We move to the report of the Town Lands and Planning Committee. We'll ask the chairman, Councillor P. Moyo, to give us his report.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that the report of the Town Lands and Planning Committee meeting held on the 15th November 2022 is submitted and received and the various recommendations contained therein be adopted.
Thank you. Any seconder? Seconded. I've got an issue on items 15 and 16. Anyone before that? Thank you. Let me talk about item 16. Chairman, when we make you a chairman, we expect you to uphold plans and laws and bylaws of this city. Chairman, we can't create a problem by trying to solve another problem. Chairman, we are in this city, we are very clear that 5th Avenue is a road. People must drive along that street. When that street was closed, there were people trading there whom we consulted properly and gave them base somewhere. They are trading. Some of them did not find trading places, they went home. And alas, kwavuke kuseni sokulabantu abahlezi lapha. And now, Chairman, sile 2 years sisehle ukukhipha izigebenga leziyana. And you are saying, let's regularize izigebenga leziyana. That is dangerous. We will create a problem with our people that were trading there. We can only start discussing about the vending site. That's my proposal. Vending site, Liana, when all offenders have left that area, when that area is blank, because the challenge that you are having, Chairman, you create a base now, Konapa, you are going to give those people, not the people who are supposed to benefit from there, who are sitting at home. So, my proposal is that option 3 when Luana is misguided. We cannot run the city because someone can mobilize 10 people. We had a challenge here. Residents came up and said, "Ama rates to a high," because of reasons we justified. But now here comes people who are not even from Bulawayo. Ba mobilizana behlabele. Usuvuke kuseni usithi umgwaqo kawuvalwe ube vending site. We will not allow that, Chairman. We have got so many areas where informal sector must go. That street, I feel it must be a street. And also, Chairman, how do you take, you are part of Town Lands Committee, which actually approved the city to go to TTI for parking purposes. And now you are contravening yourself. You are now taking those spaces again. But Chairman, let's make policies that are unison. Let's not contradict each other. Option 3 wako, angla problem la mine. But on behalf of Bulawayo residents, I mean Bulawayo residents, not Bulawayo migrants, Bulawayo residents, we feel your option 3 is against progress. Because as people from Bulawayo have been denied a chance to have those bays. Those people who are there were seconded by someone and they are making money for someone and they want to officialize a business on our streets. 5th Avenue, we agreed it's a road and it must remain a road. We then can discuss the modalities of removing offenders, not regularizing that. No. If you do that, Chairman, I can tell you, this weekend, Ubuyela, Etablo, they are moving ahead. They want to set up Ukotam that we removed. Are you going to regularize them again? Let's do the right thing. Let's not please people. Let's do the right thing and protect our city. Thank you, Chairman. Alderman and then Councillor Mabutu.
Dala, yazi ngoba umuntu kusiyathi abhenga udzoke. Talking ukuthi abhenga udzoke lo. Asongoma umuntu iband. So umbone ngani inkosi yithe sakanisa ukhulumende kuminister uthi ayisayini ukuthini. Sifuna ukuvula indlela yanje sayivala sacela kuminister. Sathi hayi ayivulwe. Sihamba kuminister lathi sayina iminza ukuthi sifuna indlela eyivulwe. Yavulwa kathi indlela yana ntshokosi. Uminister sayini ukuvula. Sesiphinda futhi siqwanile nemakhanda. Sesiphinda futhi iminister uvale futhi. Some road there 3 times. Hayi sihloniphe. Chairman, sifuna respect. Le indlela levele ukuthi iphinde futhi ivalwe ayisavalwa. Ayivulwe indlela leya. Into ezinhlupha khona phana worship ukuthi sokungena uLibhongela Street ungena ubani nje. Kanti indaba vento le ingenziwa kudala ngoba into le sasithe kudala ama vending base ama vending la ama sites la a create kudala Nkosi. I think it was 2017. But wa create what dasha indawo ezilishwane wamiswa iCovid yini ukusho ukuthi sesicabanga ukuthi sesifuna ukuvula futhi kutsha abenza umsebenzi wabawunika kudala ukuthi bawenze eze committee ukuthi bavale indlela ukade lokho khohlwane life ubulawa kavalwa indlela abantu ngeyabantu abahambe khona phana abantu bayisigabela endleleni yabo ngoba indlela bona ngino futhi meya indlela yana inhle ukuthi behlezi kuhle abaphotos lapha nawakho indlela for shortcut ukuthi singene singaphi siyakwenza indawo khona ngathi siyasebenzana la indlela ngibona ngani ingavalwa Nkosi ngibona ngikonapha then bese ngena ku16 bijana Nkosi bese ngihlala phansi ngisasukuma futhi 516 ama projects ayenzana kwalo Bulawayo ngoba lo 59 soma projects andibadala savuma indlela engavalwa lana nje bavumile amakhansa singayivali indlela u16 worship yabona sibuthi ama plans abesidlawo on paper into omdala le master plans yabona lapha as code local subject plans yabona lapha mina kunhlupha igodini yethu Nkosi ngicela ukuthi terracotta lo uyabiza abantu athi lina bani lapha siyetshengisa lapha lina bani lapha siyetshengisa lapha so kuthiwa ama-stakeholders Nkosi umuntu owanika uterracotta indawo lana ngu-council wakobulawayo indlu le eqolekileyo le yiyo yanika ini uterracotta i-contract lapha akanikwa ngo-resident minister akanikwa ngu-progressive akanikwa ngama-pressure groups unikwe ngama-councillors la into okumele ayenze lo muntu odevelop igodini leliya akakacela ama-councillors la akobulawayo ma-councillors okubeka lonke akhona i-GP bakulinzwisise akhona i-town planning hayi ma-councillors okobulawayo benzokoni sesenzeni lapha angithi yibo phela nto bamele abantu lapha angithi bamele abantu bathethisa la bathi parking indlela esimbi nxa yenu ama-introvert everywhere yibothi tsawona abantu laba abake bakambe bayekona igodini yankosi batshela i-update laba ekhona nothi utshela uminister she want help ngegodini liyana yena ukhuluma imarriage yakhe ye-political but thina we are a council okumele sibone ukuthi igodi liphela kuhle leliya. So sicela lokho le I think maybe i-demand ukuthi ama-councillors ayebona egodini babhode baxopha ngezinyawo zabo. Akho ukuthi ngihambe president uzolunguza ngiphokoza isikhala ezengeni lunguze. Nangangena kuhle ngobulawayo. Ngiyacela worship ukuthi uchairman le department yakhe bas afford that chance. Siyabuza fanele sikubuze lapho phana akhona ukubona enyiziphepheni akusakhi njengobulawayo lokho. Ngiyabonga Nkosi.
Thank you, Chairman. Councillor Mabuto.
Same item which you started to contribute on. I can recall very well, Your Worship, when COVID hit us. A report was tabled before us, clearly stating what the Act says about Fifth Avenue. And what has changed now, if there is a standing act, should we bend the law to accommodate political pressure? Let us be principled. Let us not compromise on the matters of principle.
Thank you, Worship. Remember, this is the council. Remember, 15th Avenue is part of council.
15 or 5?
So for us to be seen dancing to certain political parties, to some people, please, let's not do that. I remember some years ago, this is the very political party which was giving land to citizens. Take those guys. They must take those guys and give them land somewhere. They all vast lands in law areas. Which is, and most of the land is being controlled by people. Most of the land is idle. Some of the land are bushes. So they will take grantors and grant if they want to save them. We have to own up to the plans of the city. We have to respect the plans of the city. So we will not allow some people to disturb the council business. At the end of the day, they are the ones busy demonstrating about these 20 issues. When they can't follow the simple constitution, if they pretend to have retained in 2013, some people must respect this council.
Councillor Moyo.
I think i-council yakobulawayo ilunge kakhulu ngoba singeke sichithekele ngobulawayo ukuthi idolobho ngendlela yokuthi kulabantu abakuyenzela kwezinye indawo bezosithathela umthetho wethu. Ngithemba ukuthi umgwaqolwana uzavuleka, kumele uvuleke. Angithi asilama-arresting powers njalo namapholisa asebenza nawo. Thina siyibulawayo council ingangcono nxa kukhula sithela ihlabathi benkulu bekhona futhi kusathe ihlabathi engakakhona. Okunye ngeku-16 igodini inkosi kayiphula apha ama-stockings. Silamavenda ethiwa kobulawayo abhadalileyo ahleli phandle lapho esifisayo ehlale egodini athengise kahle. Labana bakhofayo nababuyele kile.
A member of the committee, although I was absent during the time, but I think it is clear that we all agree. We are in agreement that 5th Avenue is not going to be opened for vendors. And as a committee, we are in agreement with the facts which have put up on the floor, and we are saying let's all agree on that. Let's not allow pressure from political parties. Let's stand with our bylaws and make sure that we implement and make sure that those people in 5th Avenue are accommodated somewhere, if possible, but because of the nature and the way how they have come in, That's the way which we are supposed to remove them. Make sure that we bring on all the forces. Make sure that they are gone and our cities clean. Thank you.
Thank you, Worship. Yes, I am. But he just spoke with a member.
Indaba ye-5 Street leyana ingani izasikhathaza kakhulu. I remember the other day silapha kwaba lo mama from Umhlahlandlela owathi those people are a permanent structure. Ekhona la what that is a permanent structure abamelanga bakhitshwe just because ngoba bayadubeka.
Abadwela kibo ke.
Sikhuluma ngokuthi asiyeni bakhipha. Sizakwenza njani? They permanent structure.
Sidinga amadiriora. Phambili sebenze chayitwetwe ngapha.
Ngiyabonga, Your Worship. I am not a member of the committee. Ngilombuzo committee. Are you still planning for the city of Bulawayo to be the best? If you are doing so,
Kupana abantu.
Are you not noticing other cities? They have removed
Bonaba.
in their cities, in their CBD. Ngizama ukukhuluma committee. Lize lifike umbono ukuthi selifuna ukuzibila idorobho lingone mo. Please, town planning, assist us. Assist Bulawayo. Plan for the best. Plan for the future. I'm sure, yes, wonke bakhulumile lami. Ngithi ku committee, please move fast. Plan for the base for those vendors, for those citizens.
Other places.
But not in the city. Plan somewhere. Elizabafaka, I want to city center.
Emalokishini abo.
Lawana abantu abasesitini
Bakabesitokisi.
Committee ingalishanga. Ishi ama-vendor base kudala lokho sifuna ngayo. Sithi balungisele nini babe nendawo zokuthengisela. Yenzani njalo ungadingisi idorobho esenta please. Siyabonga.
Inxa yephathi. Awusafuni isikole?
Different. What we are agreeing here is to continue with the status quo. Is that what we agree? No. Our city was planned and we had said no one must be there. But there are people there and we are here. They didn't go yesterday, those people. They've been there from 2020. 2 years. They are still there. We have not removed them. I thought our recommendation as a committee is trying to address what is there now. That's the thinking of the committee. Ukuthi kule problem lapha asihambe nise solve problem there. Singayi solve ngama options la. This is the thinking of the committee. But all of us, or the majority of us, are saying, we are not saying it, but that's what we are agreeing here, unconsciously. Let's let abantu bonalabana bekhona phana forever and forever. Amen. Ngoba soze sibakwanisa ukwakhipha khona pha. If you are saying lizabakhupha khathi indaba lingabakhupha for the past 2 years. I'm just posing these questions. Why did we fail to remove those people that are sitting there illegal? Sibabona every day. Izolo bebekhona namhla bakhona kusasa bayabekhona. A day after tomorrow is the day that you are saying we are going to remove them. Are you being practical as council? Angila ndaba lokuthi lithini.
but I'm posing serious questions where you must also respond to say, plan committee had said, this is the plan. Okay, maybe I should propose, Your Worship, the item lacing, I move a CSC, she told her, if you are not agreeing, it's fine. But please know that what we are about to agree, what we are about to resolve now, is to continue with the status quo economic, which is okay if that is what you want. Because it's not coming now. It's been there, and we have failed to remove them. Silaw ina creator, silaw makatapila kuya kupa kuna pan. Because bafuna caterpillar, bafuna creator. They are not just going to, you are not going to use a mic to say, please move around, move out, and you see them moving out. That's not going to happen. I want you to realize that. So, the committee had said, Sizafaka ma base lapa, sizakupa lava, kusale 557, any option it is in the so, kusale 800. Councillor Maka. I was saying, the options are there. They tell you, singayenza lokhu sizafaka ama vendors 880. Singayenza lokhu sizafaka ama vendors 557. Sizayenza lokhu laba abafuna ukupaka lapha we will leave some parking bays for the shops that are there. Kuzaba lendlela yokuhamba labantu abathengayo. Kuzaba lendlela. But Lina, you are saying through that plan I don't know.
If ungubaba uchikora ungatendlini yami kungenwa ngo7 akula mntana omele ube after 7 ukuthi umntana akho inkazana olayo omuhle kakhulu usebona kungcono afike ngo9. You are not solving a problem by shift isikhathi siye ku12 o'clock. Ngoba uyabuya ngo1 kusasa. Uzagcina ungelamthetho. Tina, now what we are discussing here is that those people, as far as we are concerned, there is no vending site. We will then discuss the modalities of removing the people. We are not changing the coming in time because the child is rude. Because if you do that, you risk ugut. Baya Bontu Babalo, he's a weak father. Gala respect for the rule of law. Babu Yabezoting is a chambers. They will continue. We are rewarding rebellion. For instance, if we lease you a shop and you go you decide to sublet Alderman Kumalo into that shop, when we come, we don't say Alderman Kumalo is inside. We remove you and Kumalo. That's how you teach your people. Abantu should respect. If there is no vending site, then is another issue. We will deal with it when we cross the bridge. But as we are saying, recommendation number 1 is not in favor of its development at Europe. You have created so much space go Vatingal. You have created too much space Lapananga, Highlanders. You have got vending bays Lapana go Arare Roti Emma Nansing Lapa et Temnas Lian. What says I miss it to rope? What is it taking Samaria? And after all, this country has got law that it bans Ungena Wamapel. Do you know that? There is a statute. You go ahead and say, Salano 5 Avenue things. Just think. The house is saying option recommendation number 2, 3 about a problem. But number 1, high, local was so Councillor Maposa.
pointing to say we failed to deal with the situation at 5th Avenue. Therefore, let's go along with this people. But I disagree to that. The moment we fail to implement our own bylaws, it means that this city will become a law of the jungle. And who will be blamed? City councillors. Councillors, they are failing. So we need to, there is always a first time for everything. Maybe before, but this is the time to bite the bullet and make sure that sibele mthetho kube clear ukuthi ayilokho akufunakali, this is what you are going to do and you are going to do it. Whosoever maybe is behind those people is also a human being who can be engaged to say, we are also living in this city. Do we really want this? Let's have an option. There are many places where these people can be accommodated, not in the city center.
State House,
Full stop. Is that too much for us to deal with that? Is that too much for us to say, no, we want you, but here is for this. Come here and settle here so that you do a business here. Is that too much? To an extent to say, no, we failed them, let's just then try to regularize and give them space and do everything. The next thing, they will be here at our door. And they would have set a precedent to say, okay, you have allowed this ones, now we are coming also. Then we become a toothless, honorable chamber that is unable to enforce our laws that are so clear. I think we can do better than this. Thank you very much.
What are we saying, councillors?
What
mina ukuthi ngake ngaphiwa i-leave ngenikhathi engiyaziyo ngaphuma la kwathi ngesinye isikhathi, sorry for ukuthi ngikhulume ngo-debate uSimela Dube engineer, waba nesikhathi sokuthi kwakhulunywa kakhulu ngama-base wathwana azayefakwa ema-location ukwenzela ukuthi abantu bathengisele khona pha. Ngizakhuluma ngogogo wami owayehlala eNjuku, wahlala eNjuku ngo-1955. Wayelekhadi lakhe wazowalala indawo yakhe lapha ethengisela khona lokhu ikhona nakathesi. Ngokuvumelana kwethu kwakungani kuthiwa khona zizahamba ama-base lana zahamba ayelungiswa kuhle avuselele kube lamathenti afakwayo afananayo. Ngibuziswa ukuthi ngoba ngeke ngaba kulifa ukuthi engxeye kwake into le yasala yakhuluma but isimanga yikuthi khona phana kimi ku-Ward 12 lapho kwakuthiwa kuyafakwa khona amabhesi lokho kunjalo, ngithi ngeke kwezinye indawo bafakwa imakhansela zelasayo konke kumalaba ngalo is nothing. Okwenza abantu babe lokho bebuya besizothengisa edolobheni ukuthi siyaphuza to implement ezinye izinto kumbe kwabiswa kuyini akwazi. Ngithe ngibuzwa omunye wami lapho ongazange ahambe kulive wathi kwakhulunywa ngokuthi akula paint, just i-paint ukuthi kuyepheyintwa laphana ama-base ethu alungise thina sibuyele siyethengisa just like that. I-big institution njengekhansila yakoBulawayo ithi akula paint just like that. Kwathiwa imali ye-devolution akufuzange isetshenziswe lapha. Hayi imali ye-devolution singena ku-COVID just like that. Angiboni ukuthi lapha kuyi-t-shirt ongani kuyanyathela. I-t-shirt le enyathelwayo le isifuna ukusikhathaza koBulawayo ngoba kusahambeki. Mina kade ngikhe ngihamba nezomunye sesithi sicela ninganyatheleli izithatho zohlaba akusahambeki, kodwa ama-base akhona ngale ndawo ukuthi maningi abantu bonke sebeflokha bebuye etown. Sicela i-paint le ngidingiwe kade vele idingwa.
So what are you saying, Sister?
Hayi usufuna abantu akasifuna bekhona vele ababesela abantu khona lapha kuyelungiswa ama-base bafakwa endaweni omnye nomunye endaweni yakhe ngoba abantu abaku-5 mavele emalokishini ethu khona ngale county park ababisele endaweni zabo bayenze namabhesi bavela kithi khona.
We are moving. We are saying recommendation number 1 has been removed. We are saying the council must pursue all measures. Ukuze leyani street lesana sivuleke and proceed create parking bays and make it convenient for residents of Bulawayo to use that street. Look, akula ma bays eswa create ku 5 Avenue. That is what the recommendation is saying. Next, we move to the report of the Finance and Development Committee. We will ask the chairman of the day, Councillor F. Maka. He was absent all the committees, but he attended Finance and Chair.
I move that the report of the Finance and Development Committee meeting held on the 22nd of November 2022 is submitted, they received and various recommendations contained there in the
Seconded by Councillor Tabang. Any issues? Alderman Kumal. Item 5. Mama Manube item. Baba Moyo item 2. So let's follow the order. Councillor Moyo.
Thank you, Worship. My item 2, microeconomic indicators. Now, still at finance is not which because I'm microeconomic sectors, Tina control now. What we can only lessen the impact here. Okay, so 25 minutes to say, yes, there's a China's collection of marketers. Well, the impact is to who service delivery. Plus, the which is better than our service and our salary, China's. And as someone is paid, China's. Guarantees to be motivated, which is even the lowest grade they can see. They are motivated, which go so he says delivery is about to know in the city. Our demonstration now must try.
Thank you. Councillor Alderman Kumalo.
Kumbula sikhuluma ama-miscellaneous issues eCouncil ukuthi ajivele wona iwaphi okuthiwa i-miscellaneous. Kwakuthiwa kusiza kunikwa into lekanti i-miscellaneous eCouncil yiphi into okuthiwa yi-miscellaneous ngikwayo ngama-categories angikhona Nkosi. So ngibona ungani i-miscellaneous le Nkosi sokule mali ezingenayo lapha nge-miscellaneous lezi ezingazazi kuhle. And imali lezi zonke Nkosi lapha zibhalwe ngeZimbabwean currency. Kodwa sizobheka kuthiwa i-miscellaneous lezi into lezi kuthiwa zi-miscellaneous zasiba yi-foreign currency. So mina ngifuna ukuexplainelwa ukuthi kuyini i-miscellaneous leyi okuthiwa ngeyusa okuthiwa ngedola ngeZimbabwean dollar. Ngibona ngani sesile problem la. Kulongani uloqilizana uthize as a council azifuma ashumpa egcekeni. Ngicela mina muthi ke ngibona ukuthi into ethiwa i-miscellaneous kuyini esingokwayo. 1 2 eyedola idola yiphi yanko nje budget yeminyaka lokapha phasi kuhle le. Ansebenzela 2022. Okuthiwa yayidule kakhulu bakhweza bodwa behlisa bodwa benza lokuyana kodwa ukuthi ukhalaza sakwehlisela. So ngicela Nkosi ukuthi kati njengowena i-finance le ikhuluma ukuthi ifuna imali eziningi i-miscellaneous le kwathiwa ngeyusa le kodwa lapha iZimbabwean currency le so usiphathelile utshintsha imali i-foreign yethu ayitshintshe beyiZimbabwean dollar yini. Ngicela ngicacele kwabo Nkosi. kuphela kunento engifuna sengihlisa angakhuluma futhi.
I think the chairman must provide us a list of miscellaneous. Councillor Ncube.
Ngiyabonga Nkosi. Ngicela ukubuza mayelana le-retention fund le engiyibona ithembele lapha ku-item 3 ukuthi kathi i-retention fund le isebenza njani ngoba angiyiboni phela isebenza njani ngoba nxa siletha ama-project ethu lapha akuthiwa akula mali abayisebenzi kuzokuthiwa izinto zimile ku-procurement ngalo iza zikhutshele nje ifike zigwanile lokhu ibhalwa kuphela ingasebenzi. Ngicela ukuthi basichazele ukuthi kathi isebenza amawadi nanjani.
Councillor Mlilo, Councillor Mabuto. Oh, you respond. Sit down. Councillor Mabuto.
Thank you very much, Roshi. I think this is the second time I'm raising this issue about the issue of water retention. And it's not the first time councillors are querying about this. And last time we said there should be clarity from the finance department. Is it a scheme or a what? I can recall very well that when this thing was introduced, it was introduced by the previous council which was there. And it was the standing constitution worship. Has it been amended to become a scheme? Is it still a retention? Is it a scheme? We need a proper report on how this thing works. Because it's creating a lot of confusion. I will give you a good example. On the 5th of March, when I took oath of office, on the 5th of April this year, when I took oath of office, Yoshi, I had 2.8 Zimbabwe dollars in the water retention account. We did submit projects by then, and nothing has materialized. Is the money there? What is it? Is it a scheme? What is happening? So to answer all this, may finance in our next council bring a detail or explain clearly to policymakers what kind of an animal is this, so that we won't bother you to ask our questions and permanent purpose.
What decision I think on the issue of what decision have been raised at this point since we took oath in 2018. Can I ask the finance committee to share that the constitution was pushing them to do unconstitutional things? So they give us a constitution of what detention is. Because that's what I'm saying right now. We're being told millions of dollars. And the inflation is not just talking. We are already into festive season. Inflation is going to run with all those things. But remember, when we try to raise them to say pay our bills, that they must benefit when this inflation is important. So I think what I'm asking politely is the constitution of the detention, so that at least we start to question
Well, the issue of what retention fund or scheme, it has got a what retention fund committee, I think a council staff. But it has been raised almost every now and then. Councillors are saying they are not seeing the impact, the effect of it. So I was thinking, would it just ukuze sihambe kuhle singakhetha amakhansila amabili amathathu sibe sesi every councillor ahambise ukuthi mina from day one sa proposal lokho sayenza so and they compile that information. Then they approach the relevant committee and the management. Ukuthi project A, B, C, D kuhamba njani. Kube sokunjani sebe evaluator sokubuya ke kithi sesibona ukuthi where is the problem? Why is this animal not moving? So I think it's something that I was just thinking over ukwenza ukuthi chairman abantu understandane better, because I've got the feeling yokuthi kungani kulamanye amawadi ayenzelwayo kungani kulamanye anganjani angenzwayo. Isingenza njalo then it will become easier ukuthi sibonane ukuthi ama project that are quick and easier to do kanjani. It's just a thinking ade ngilayo nje ngqondo. Councillor Mlilo then Maka.
My worship, ngilethwa ukuncedisa njengoba khona ukuthi kuyathiwa kule kwezindawo kuyenziwa kwezindawo lezwanga mina kimi kwayenza ukusikiliza belokhu ngokukhuluma ngasuthiseka ngoba yenzakalayo nge-ward reputation. Okunye makhanselazi mina engingakukhuluma kathesi ukuthi thina sehambeni ezindaweni zethu siyekhuthaza abantu ukuthi bayebhadala. I-ward retention fund le isuka e-revenue yakho laphana ukuthi abantu babhadale thikhona. I-3% ibisisuka khona phana ku-total amount yabantu ababhadalileyo. Let's say abantu babhadale $100. I-3% iyasuka khona phana ku-$100. Mina ngayenzela ngoba ngansithi lapha emhlanganweni yami engangiyenza ngangikhuthaza abantu lapha engangixoxa khona lezi zinto engikhuthaza abantu. Ukuthi asamesebhadala. Asikhuthazeni abantu bahambe bayebhadala ukwenzela ukuthi 3% kuyaniphume kuya ngeproject yakho futhi okwathi ukukhulunywa nguye worship lapho. Iproject yakho ukuthi njani engxenye amanye amaproject kube sebekhangela imali yakho laphana ukuthi imali yakho le project oyifakileyo loba imali ikhona singeza ke sakwanisa ukukwenza khona ukukhulunywa ngoworship lami ngiyamsinikela sithi ngiyamsupport ukuthi akubele nabantu ama-councillors azangena ku-committee kwenze ukuthi sincedisaneni sibona ama-project ethu ukuthi ayahambelana nemali yakho yini revenue iyahambelana yini. Mina ngayakhisa ama-toilet amathathu e-library khathesi abantwana ngikhuluma bayangena e-library ngayo imali yona leyo, but asikhangele nini futhi ukuthi abantu bayahamba ema-house office bayabhadala yikho okuqakathekileyo. Ngoba uzakhuluma ukhulume noma abantu bengabhadali imali ingasoze ikwanda iproject yakho kungahambelani vele iproject yakho nyabonga iworship.
Thank you. I think the issue here, what retention is painfully. I can also confirm that in my ward, there are materials which have been bought in terms of street lights. Only the implementation which is slow, but ward retention is 7. I think I support ukuthi yona leyo team ezabe ilungisisa indaba sakhona ike ikhangele indaba yokuthi abanye why ama projects abengahambi kumele kukhangelisiswe. I would like to respond on the issue of miscellaneous. I understand most of the time when we stand up we usually say refer to the minutes, what's happening, we are not reading, but I believe everyone they through all these minutes. But I'm a member of clarity, your worship. I think in terms of what is miscellaneous, responding to my fellow councillor there, if you go to table D, you will see the list of all miscellaneous things, including the garage licenses, the dog licenses. You check on table D, you will see with the list of miscellaneous icon. How are these miscellaneous being paid? They are being paid in all currencies, including our own currency, including our own currency, but we have got a special in terms of miscellaneous. Badala Mass Kurumaganje, as finance, we have got. Do you know what finance pull our tens? Amanya, I understand what they are building, I won't understand. But allow me to say all currencies. okunye sizabe sesiyokukhuluma sesingale sesiqedisa sesipolisha okufuna ukupolishwa khona but hayi imiselenyazi ikhona abantu bayabhadala and we want to thank uBulawayo coming forth in terms of supporting that. Uyasinceda eziBulawayo sisiya phambili sifuna izimali ukuthi zingene.
Thank you.
Then Chairman, you send us home.
Isifiso sekomiti ukuthi abantu bahole ngesikhathi esirayi. But ngiyabona ngani kuyaphuza imali yabengangenanga. So we pay bijana. Imali ingangena sibhadala abanye, imali ingangena sibhadala abanye. But it's not the plan yokuthi twasi ngaplan ukuthi abantu bangaholi. I think you understand that. And then miscellaneous, in short, I just left bill statement lesiya esubuya ngikhaya. Siyabe sibhaliwe ukuthi kuyini okubhadalayo every month. Konke okunye okubhadala ku council okungekho ku statement lesiya miscellaneous, in short. And then ibhadalwa nge-forex. We resolved that here as council. But our books of accounts, we don't report forex. Siyachinja ivalue yakhona ibe siba yi-RTGS. This is why our records are showing ukuthi sokuyibond sokunjani njani. But iyabe ibhadalwe nge-forex. So I think I've tried. If I've failed, Chairman can take off. Thank you.
Chairman,
okay, thank you, Mayor. Well, ngizama ukuthi ngincedise lapha. Some of us bazuzilabanya bazuzanga with pension. In fact, this is what I'm saying. Right, the mistake that you might have is to choose a big project. Engahambelani le mali engeniswa ngabantu bakho. That one taking a longer time ukwenza ukuthi implement. So thina, well, let me just repair where I'm one. Thina sakwenzayo sake discuss a very big thing. Sangeni engathi kodwa sabona ukuthi no, the pace abantu ababhadala ngayo as a councillor uyahambe ngayo ngakho ukuthi no, it won't happen ukuthi siyizuze leyo. So ke ngizama ukuthi ke thina abanye singakhala ngebhiki lokuze ukuthi kakungenanga. Kodwa ke esingakunanzelela kakhulu ukuthi asizamele ukubona ukuthi project liyana kambe lamancane ayehlula yini ukuthi bawenze. So ngabe ukuthi ayehlula then ukuthi sengaba the principal ke engxenye abanye bethu they chose a very big lokuze i-project engeke yenelekisike ngesikhathi esifitshane. This is my contribution. Yeah.
And you are too smart today.
Thank you so much. I think I just want to thank my members of the committee. I think they just put it. For me as a chairman, I'm just going to say a few things. Like what Councillor Jibora said, we collect in US dollars, but our books of accounts, we always convert using in the bank rate. Mama is crying about what potential. What potential is improvement if we need as a committee to give you a report through that interdepartmental committee which is available every sitting. So as we're going to sit now as finance, we're going to request that report which says what was happening in what one, how many projects have been done, so that we are coming from much an informed position. Because my project is not been done. But maybe because the process from Joe, remember if you got the project, the council knows where it goes. By the time we go to that comment, maybe it doesn't even reach there. So we need to understand that. So when we complain, you know that up to here now things are just dying. I think which comes to what Councillor was saying, if it's a capital project, it's a capital project. There's no way you can then have shortcuts. You can't use rebates for a capital project. It's a bigger thing. It also needs planning. A lot of things, procurement gets involved. It complicates things. But the small little things, if it's small, it's available, Mama. What we need to do is to say, let's have a report which says what 1 up to what 29, what has been happening, and we check this every month. It becomes very easy now to say, lap of what 6 things are not happening, yet what 5 things are happening, and why. I think that's the report, that's a commitment I'm going to give to the others. Thank you so much.
Councillor Councillor S. Moyo, give us the report.
I know that the report of the General Purposes Committee is not dated of November 2022 as submitted. You received and the various recommendations contained therein be adopted.
Any seconded? Any issues from the General Purposes Committee meeting? No. Thank you. Any applications for leave?
And the 50th is in the program.
Councillors, let's remember that we are in the 16 days of campaign against gender-based violence. So let's preach that peace in our homes, peace in our communities. To those that I will not see, to those that me and Town Clerk will not see, we wish you Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you very much. Moyo, we are retired. From 22 to 10 January. Any application? So the meeting is adjourned. Let's join each other in the committee.